Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's event. My name is Omodele Ibitoye. I am 1 Billion Rising Coordinator in Nigeria. 1 Billion Rising is the biggest mass movement to end rape and all forms of exploitations of women and girls globally. From the V-Day movement, 1 Billion Rising was founded by Eve V, formerly Eve Ensler, author of the award-winning play, The Vagina Monologue. Every year from February 14th, 1 Billion Rising activists across the world organize, including artistic risings, to shed light on the exploitations of women and girls, to celebrate our achievements, and to also call the attention of everybody to the exploitation of Mother Earth. Thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate you all. The topic for today's event is Women and Power. Rise for the bodies of women, girls, and the earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I'm Jennifer Obo. I'm so delighted to be at this event today, to meet these great women of substance who have impacted so much in the lives of women in different parts of the world. I must say this is indeed a privilege. Let's meet our first speaker, Yael Tridel. Women Wage Peace is an Israeli grassroots peace movement formed shortly after the Gazelle War in 2014. Its primary goal is to pressure the Israeli government into achieving a bilaterally acceptable political agreement to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Let us welcome Yael Tridel. Yael Tridel is a writer and a translator, social and political activist. She holds a master's degree in gender studies. Yael joined the peace movement, Women Wage Peace, in 2014 and served in various roles. Currently, she serves on its board of directors. Thank you, Yael, for joining us in today's event.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a great honor.
רכישת רוח ים מנשבת מאי שם וכביסה מתנפנפת לצילי החומה بين الأرض والسماء ناس كتير بعيشوا سوا ما تخافوا تحلموا بالسلام والأمان متى يمسوا خمات הפחד ושבתי מגלותי ייפתחו שעריי אל הטוב האמיתי
time to congratulate the women of Women Wage Peace. I want to thank you for standing up for peace alongside your Palestinian sisters. I want to thank you and to let you know that in the world that we live in, peace is possible only when women of integrity and faith stand up for the future of their children. Congratulations. It is my hope that you will continue to battle for peace in a constructive way, and I look forward to the day that I will come and join you. Thank you for the children of Israel. Thank you for the children of Palestine. Thank you. Peace. Shalom.
From the north to the south, from the west to the east, hear the prayer of the mothers. Bring them peace, bring them peace. From the north to the south, from the west to the east, salvation is bring the last, bring the from the north to the south, from the west to the east, salvation is bring the last, bring the from the north to the south, from the west to the east, salvation is bring the last, bring the hear the prayer of the mothers. Bring them peace, 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 bring them
Thank you so much. That's a wonderful prayer for mothers. Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome back. I'm going to introduce our second guest speaker now. For our guests who did not know Afrobeats and the legendary Fela Anikulapo Kuti, who are death in its pouch. Afrobeats is one of many sounds that come out of Africa. Through Afrobeats, Fela Anikulapo Kuti inspired and enlightened generations of Africa in the continent and the diaspora. Fela's ideology on colonialism, slavery, African and world politics were shaped by knowledge made available to him by our beautiful, powerful Queen Mother, the Queen Mother of Afrobeats, Sandra Isadore. Please, everyone, let's welcome Sandra Isadore.
Good morning from Los Angeles. That was a very moving piece and visual that I just saw from Yael. And it was so emotional. It made me think about the power of women. It's unfortunate that so many women around the world do not recognize the power that we have. Collectively, we can change the world. We could stop wars. We could stop all of these things if women had power.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sandra Isadore is a singer, composer, author, activist, who during the early 1970s met and revitalized Africa's revolutionary genus, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Sandra has been featured in the Tony Award Broadway musical, Fela, portrayed by Mitchell Williams of Destiny Child. Second, Seglo and Paulette Ivory. She has been featured in 2 documentaries, one entitled Beware of Mr. Baker, a documentary about drummer Ginger Baker, and a documentary from Academic Award winner, director Alex Gibney, entitled Finding Fela. Upon meeting Sandra, Fela's music and political ideas changed. Thus, Afrobeat was born. Sandra is the only featured vocalist on Fela's music. The song entitled Upside Down was a hit in 1977 and is considered a classic today. It is true a single-handed influence as a midwife for this genre. Sandra Isidore is called the Queen Mother of Afrobeat. Sandra Isidore is immortalized in Fela's own biography, Fela, Fela, This Beach of a Life, written by Carlos Morel. One chapter is dedicated to her. Sandra has given voice to a cause by doing what she knows best, using her voice to sing for positive change. During her innate cause of humanitarianism, Sandra continues to fight for world peace, justice, and equality for all. Thank you, Sandra, for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. And I'd like to encourage and just give a wonderful hug, a virtual hug to Yael, and thank her for her work as well. And thank you for having me here.
For 100 years, for 100 years, we have suffered. For 100 years, our people have suffered and been abused. We've been used and lied to. But who wants to listen to my truth? Who wants to listen? For 100 years, we have suffered. For 100 years, we've carried the load. For 100 years, black man, they suffer. For 100 years, we have suffered. Our people have suffered and been abused. We've been used, but no one wants to listen about our pain. No one wants to listen to our truth. You abused and stole. You took our architect. You took astrology. You took the agriculture and you took me. You took the agriculture and you took me. For 100 years, black man has suffered. For 100 years, who is to blame? For 100 years, we've carried your load. For 100 years, where is the shame? For 100 years, black man has suffered.
Thank you so much for that beautiful song. Our third speaker, Christine Schuyler Destriver. We all call her Mama C. Christine Schuyler Destriver is co-founder and director of the City of Joy and V-Day Congo, director and the national coordinator of 1 Billion Rising. She is also the vice president of Panzi Foundation, DRC. Christine has called Bukavu her home all her life. As director of V-Day Congo, City of Joy, and V-World Farm, she oversees all aspects of V-Day's work on the ground in the DR Congo, including the City of Joy and coordinating campaign activities on the local, provincial, and national level. After her best friend was murdered in 1998, Christine devoted her life to the women of DR Congo and to ending sexual terrorism. She is an internationally renowned human rights activist who has worked as a teacher and administrator for Care Canada, and for 13 years during the wars as a responsible for the German Technical Corporation, all the projects in Eastern DRC, where she oversaw during the war a staff of over 300. She was named one of the Guardian's Women of the Year 2011 and travels widely advocating for Congolese women's rights and the plundering of DRC. She did the first documentary, Congo en combat pour lever, France, to Envoyé Spécial in 2003. She denounced the silent genocide in DRC and did many others after the success of it. Please, let's welcome Mama C.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, and just greetings from Bukavu, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Can you hear me? Because internet is a little bit weak.
Can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, because my internet is very poor today, so I'm a little bit afraid I may disappear. But it's such a pleasure, to meet all of you and all the amazing women on this panel, and also our other African sisters.
So delighted to meet you too.
This road, it's a constant reminder that the war is not over. But the most amazing thing about this road, it's where it leads us every day.
Mie sikukuwa najua vita. Sa tulianjaka sikia viola, tukukuwa najua viola njo nini.
The powerful countries of the world, they are funding militias. The militias use rape as a weapon of war.
Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of women raped and tortured.
All the survivors, what do you think they do? They leave. So we ask all these women what they need.
Kwenye hakuna bastoda, kwenye hakuna make tukwe na amani.
That's how City of Joy started.
Sa nilikuya msite de la joie, mie sikukwaka na furaha.
The magnitude of the stories were beyond anything I'd ever heard in my life.
Sa nilikuya msite de la joie, enyeko muli. Iko na hadisi yake.
La vision de la Cité de la Joie est de révolutionner la mentalité des femmes.
Each one of you is going to take center stage with your voice, with yourself.
Ça tout a transformé, il est maté sur yenoti mulipata mu pouvoir bandugu.
Nilishajisikia na mie kumbi niko mtu.
Nilikuwa na boga sana tangia leo, boge naishi.
my story, you can tell your story. There's a life after all we survived.
Okay, let's meet our first guest speaker, Aliyah Eje. Aliyah is a 14-year-old student, a blogger, young people counselor, an activist, co-founder of Save Our World, SOW. Save Our World, SOW, is a non-governmental organization founded by young people in Nigeria in the year 2019 to amplify the voices of young people and make visible their actions towards the protection of the environment for food sustainability and the sustenance of all lives. Please join me. Let's welcome Aliyah Eje.
Thank you for having me here today. And I'm so honored to be able to meet such great people as Yael, Mama C, and many others. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
My baby, my Valentine. Yeah, now you do make you what temperature days. If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your own. Never did it back at this year. But now make us feel love. Yeah, me love one thing. Me make a bad man sing.
Welcome back, everyone. Distinguished guests and participants. Please, let's welcome our host for today's event, Omodele Ibitoye Eje. Omodele Ibitoye Eje is an activist, 1 Billion Rising coordinator for Nigeria, the founder of Initiative to Resist Institutional Slavery and Exploitation, IRISE, an organization that focuses on women and girls' sexual rights and reproductive health. Please join me. Let's welcome our very own Omodele Ibitoye Eje.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I am honored to be hosting this event. I don't know how the universe helped me bring together these amazing sisters. Their works have inspired me in so many ways. It's so beautiful to have us all here. I am going to be, sorry, my network is disturbing me. So I'm also trying hard to be cool because I'm so excited to be here. I don't know how the universe helped me get these amazing sisters here today. I'm so honored doing this with all of you. You all inspired me in different ways and shaped the way I feel about my body and have made me to continue to understand that there's no limit to what every girl and woman around the world can achieve. There's no limit to what we can achieve. So I'm going to, this is the question, and this is the question session. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be throwing my first question to our beautiful sister, Sandra Izado. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, good morning from Los Angeles.
Hey, Castle, good
And I believe
afternoon.
it's afternoon.
Yeah, it's afternoon here in Nigeria. So Sandra, tell us, Afrobeats, Women and Power. Take a dive into how a powerful African woman shaped the future of Afrobeats. So tell us more about it. Thank you.
Our intentions are really, in the beginning, was to help the government help the people. And it was later on and during the journey that we found out that government was not trying to help the people. As you know, look at what's going on in the world today. It has still continued, and nothing has really changed. It's gotten worse. People have become more aware, but I think women need to be much more proactive.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much for that beautiful answer. Women need to be proactive, and I agree with that. My second question goes to you, Sister Yael. Yeah, we'd love to know more about you. We'd love to know you more. Please tell us more about your role in Women Wage Peace. What is Women Wage Peace? What action does Women Wage Peace take to bring peace between Israel, Palestine, and the world?
Okay, so first I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me here. And also, I mean, sisters, you are so inspiring, honestly. Really, I'm very humbled. And it's a great honor to be with you all. And Aliyah, your generation is our future. Honestly, you are the ones to take the whole thing, this whole project forward. So yes, so Women Wage Peace, as you saw in the beginning, maybe I'll tell you a little bit about me and how I got to Women Wage Peace, because you know, many times when I speak with Americans or Europeans, I have to explain to them a little bit the experience of war, but I don't think I need to explain it to any of you. I was born into a conflict, like most of you, and I lost my brother when I was 12, when he was serving in the army. And for many years, it seems like it's just going to be like that forever. But just a few months after my brother died, actually, the president of Egypt landed in Jerusalem. And a few months later, we had peace with the country that we never believed we will have peace with. It was like the arch enemy of us, and suddenly we had peace. And I realized that things could be different. 45 years later, we're still at war. And in 2014, there was a really bad war with Gaza. A lot of people died, wounded, a lot of destruction on both sides of the border, although the destruction in Gaza was multiple times worse than what was in Israel. But the thing was that it came after like a year or 2 years, there was a war. And by the time that came, I just knew that even when it's over only for a short time, because there will be another cycle and another cycle. And it was like the helplessness, the feeling of helplessness was horrible. And then a few women actually came and said, that's it. Enough is enough. We're not going to let that continue forever. And the leadership is not going to do anything. So we're going to do something. We're going to make sure that everything will be done politically, diplomatically, on a non-violent level before resorting to war. And that's how it started. It started with 4 women, then there were 40, and now we are around 50,000. And there are like hundreds and thousands of women who are active in the field. All of us almost, except for maybe 3 women, everybody else is on voluntarily basis only. We try to run the movement as non-hierarchical as possible, which means that everybody has a voice. Everybody can voice what she wants, how she sees the situation, what she wants to. Everybody can choose the area that she wants to influence on. And we work on changing consciousness by meeting regionally between Jews and Arabs, religious and non-religious, people from the center of the country and people from the periphery of the country. We really we try to come together diverse population, as many women from as many places and walks of life as possible. We try to bring the people from the right wing and the left wing. We are non-partisan. We don't support specific party, but the goal is to have an agreement, to come to an agreement with the Palestinian, a political agreement that will allow peace and will be acceptable and respectable by both sides. Omodele, if I'm going too far, I don't know how long to go. Give me a hint if I should be very succinct or something.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go
Okay. So
ahead.
just
Okay.
give me a signal if you want to stop. I won't be very long. The thing about Women Wage Peace is that we do feel that women bring something else to the table. I don't know if you are familiar with UN Resolution 1325. It says the UN, the United Nations, actually came with a resolution in the year 2000 saying that in every processes of peace and security, women has to be involved. There has to be like 50% women for the so that the process is more is a higher, much higher chances to be successful. So so we are working on government level and on parliament level, and then we're working in the field with trying to meet as many women as possible. We're doing marches, as you saw on the clip. We are now working, there is a bill in parliament now that we initiated to actually give budgets and have a specific home, a specific ministry to just look for political resolutions that will be considered every time before going to war. So we're really trying to every direction possible. And the main guidelines are, it's about listening, it's about meeting each other, it's about empathy, it's about learning to think together, it's about learning to act together, it's about unite. It's all that goes, because so much of the current culture all over the world is about polarization and about power. And we are doing everything to bring people together and to share and to listen and to create a culture that promotes peace, that promotes win-win solutions. Now I'll stop here. Omodele?
Thank you so much, Yael. My internet is breaking, so I have to use another system. I'm so sorry. That's how the internet here is in.
Fine.
That's how the internet is here in Nigeria. All right, my next question goes to Mama C. Okay, I can see Mama C. Mama C, my next question goes to you. Turning pain to power. Why is City of Joy doing this amazingly?
Yeah, good afternoon again, everybody. And we have the same issue. I think Africa, we all have issues with internet, but I hope you can you can follow me. First of all, I will explain you the origin of City of Joy. It's a place that I co-created with Mama V, Eve Ensler, former Eve Ensler, and the Nobel Peace Prize 2018, Dr. Denis Mukwege. And it was when she came, she was invited by Dr. Mukwege to come and see what happened, like this sexual terrorism in Congo. And when she asked the girls what they wanted, and they just wanted a safe place where they can be rebuilt, if I can talk like this. And that's how we started, you know, the building of City of Joy in 2009. And the first class started in 2011. And today we are already at the 21st session, and we already have like 1,734 women graduated. So why is it so successful? And it's an example today of a leadership program, because first of all, you need to find the right people to work with. I mean, the one who believe in you and don't just think that everything we will do will have to come from the Westerns, and we need to have like expats in our office to do something. And I am very blessed and lucky that I met this incredible woman, Mama V, who I think in another life she was probably Black and Africans, because the way she loves the continent and the Black woman, I don't get it. And so we built this City of Joy, and we didn't want, like other program of assistance. We wanted to build to create a revolution. So it's we do have a leadership program and also emotional healing. So we are taking care to focus on the connections between women's sexuality and mental health. We do have livelihood activities, literacy class. We do have a tech center, nutrition class, and also ecology class. I will talk about it, after when I talk about when we talk about the 1 billion rising, and also theater classes, and for the women to know their rights, how to go to justice, culinary arts, etc., and of course how to protect our motherhood and also ourselves. And we inspired so many people in the world. Just to give you an example, that we do have those amazing Afghan women who opened a kind of City of Joy in Afghanistan, but they refused the name City of Joy because they thought joy was too sexual. Don't try to understand. So it was City of Knowledge. But unfortunately, when the Taliban took back the power, they had to close, and the responsible they had to go to be safe in other countries. And we do also have another woman in Ivory Coast who want to do the same, and also in the United States. And it's incredible because this program was made by Congolese women, and now even a country like the United States, they want to do the same. So that means that our continent continue to inspire the world.
That was so inspiring, Mama C. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My next question is for Aliyah. Aliyah, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Aliyah, what does to rise for the bodies of all girls mean to you? What does it mean to you to rise for the bodies of all girls?
Rising up for the body of all girls. To me, it is the realization of our worth. For years, we have been oppressed, not being able to enjoy the same privileges as boys. Girls are expected to be humble. We are told, do this, unless you won't be able to find a good husband. We are always expected to behave and act in certain ways, while the boys are free to do whatever they want. To me, rising for the body of all girls is standing up for equality, speaking up against sexism, and finally realizing our worth and what it means to be a girl. Thank you.
Wow, that was so inspiring. Thank you so much, Aliyah. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. This is our first round of questions. We have the second and the third. It's time for our second round of questions. Sorry if you're not seeing my face, the network is bad here, so I have to put off my video. Our second question, the first question in the second round goes to Mama C. Mm-hmm. Mama C, what is 1 billion rising? And please tell us more about City of Joy.
Okay, I will tell you how the idea of 1 billion rising came. It was when Mama V was in DRC in 2011. You all know or not that she had a terrible cancer. By the time I was building City of Joy, and at the beginning, when the doctors told her that she had a terrible cancer, she wasn't sure that she's gonna survive. So she wanted the doctors to let her come to DRC and die here. But thanks God, she took all the all the treatment. But just after, during her chemio, she decided to come at City of Joy. It was the time I was building here, and she was trying to recover. So all the time I was lying to her that everything went fine, even when the building were collapsed. And she told me that she was doing fine, even when she was extremely sick with all the chemio, etc. So then she came in 2011 when we were building, and all the women, like even they came from the hospital to welcome her here at City of Joy. City of Joy wasn't open yet, and they started dancing, and then she told me, my goodness, are they? She recognized some of them, and then she told me they are. They were from the hospital, and then I was like, yes, they're still at the hospital, but they are just here for you to dance. And then she was, are you sure? And then I told her, look on the floor. And on the floor we had, you can see some blood and pusses because the way they started dancing, you know, just the sign that these women were sick. And at that time she was extremely skinny. I'm not sure, she had like 70 pounds. That means not even 38 kilos. She was extremely skinny with no hair at all. And at that time, she talked about a report that the UN did, saying that 1 of 3 women will be raped in their lives. And with 7 billion people in the world, that means 1 billion. So then she came with the idea. And you know, me, I'm a French speaker. So when she was talking about 1 billion, I was like, how do you write 1 billion? And then I was like, 1 billion? And then she was like, okay, if we ask 1 billion of people in the world to dance, take space, then we can change the things. So that's how 1 billion Rising started. And look, today we are like in almost 200 countries, etc. And in 2000, for example, in 2015, we started in DRC, we started with the green, what we call the green revolution that inspired, I think, the whole world, to protect Mother Earth. Because our forests in Congo are the second lung of humanity after the Amazonia. So that's what I can say about 1 billion Rising. I will talk later about the bodies, etc. And I think I already also something important about City of Joy is that we wanted all the women to find their place here. So I think religion divides more than unite people. So I didn't want to impose a religion or a god or a goddess, I don't know. So instead of using the Bible or the Quran, Mama V and myself, we wrote, for example, the 10 guiding principles of the City of Joy, and that's what guides us. For example, like tell the truth, stop waiting to be rescued, take initiatives, know your rights, raise your voice, share what you've learned, give what you want the most, feel and tell the truth about what you've been through, use it to fuel revolution, practice kindness, treat your sister's life as if it were your own. And that's really one of the reasons I think that every city and every village in the world, they should have their City of Joy, where women can be together and talk about their sexuality, their problems, about everything, and heal together. And especially in Africa, we used to live in community. We used to live in communities, so it's just for all of us to be together and see how we can change the paradigm, how we can change our future. because as you all know, we are stronger together than being alone.
Thank you so much, Mama C. I also agree with that. We are stronger together than being alone. Yeah, together, when we rise together, I think it's amazing. We do that every year on 1 billion rising, and it has yielded tremendous results.
Oui.
So my second question is to Aliyah. Aliyah, most of your social media blogs and writings are about young people's oppression. I actually want you to tell us more about young people's oppression. I want you to tell us more about adultism and how does oppression affect young people in the society?
Okay, so young people's oppression is the unjust and cruel treatment of young people. Young people generally are constantly being abused by adults and are expected to behave in certain ways. Like, for example, like as a young person myself, there are certain times I want to like make decisions, but because of like because we are young, we are not like given like such rights, like we're not allowed to express ourselves. We're always being oppressed and controlled by the adults around us, and also the society, which is generally made up of adults. And this leads to adultism. Adultism is like the power adults have over children and the discrimination against young people as a group by adults. So young people's oppression is mainly like the unfair treatment of young people by adults in the society. Thank you.
And how does young people's oppression affect society? Oppress young people, how does that play out in our society?
Like I would like to say, oppression is like it's a vicious like I don't know cycle or something like that. It goes round and round. So when a young person is oppressed by an adult, like that hurt, that pain stays in them. And if you look at society these days is made up of like frustrated adults who have issues they are dealing with. And when they put those hurts on the young people become rigid and go up to be I don't know how to explain it, like they grow up to be adults that are frustrated, don't know like how to cope with certain things in life. Like some of them go up to be drunk as like a young person who has a father that is oppressed, that's an adult, and he controls and oppresses that young person. When that young person grows up, the person like starts to show start to like behave like that their father and the adult have oppressed them. So it goes round and round, like young people grow up, oppress other young people, and this keeps on our society. Now everything like it's all oppression and it's all caused by young people being damaged and growing up to be damaged adults. So to me, young like adultism and all this affects young people in society badly and causes them to grow up to be the main factors of young people's oppression, and that is being adults that keep oppressing young people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aliyah. My network is actually making the volumes not the voice is bad. But my next question goes to Sister Sandra. Sister Sandra, are you there? Hello, Sandra, are you there? I don't know if she can hear me.
Yes, I'm here. I had fumbled the phone because I've been listening. I want to thank you for having me here. I am so impressed with Yael, Mama C, Aliyah, you for doing this. It's very impactful.
Thank you so much. My next question goes to you, Sandra. How do you think women are changing the world? How do you think we are changing the world?
Women are changing the world by speaking up. Not only are we speaking up, but we are meeting here right now in this forum. Our voices are being heard. We are reinforcing each other. And as long as we continue to do this and make those changes and bring about awareness, like Aaliyah just said, you know, it starts with our youth. You know, if you grow up in an abusive environment, then this is what you know. And you will continue to perpetrate that type of behavior. It does not stop until intervention. And it starts with the mothers, the women. We are the ones that bring life into this world. And bringing life into this world, we're not trying to destroy it. We want to nurture it. And our children are our future. So we must instill the very best in them. And once again, thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, Sandra. You're welcome. Thank you. We are so glad to have you here. We are glad to have you here. And thank you for being here. My next question goes to Yael. Yael, you are a political activist. Tell us about your involvement in politics. How do you think women are changing the world?
First, I just want to say something to Catherine. You said that things comes from your continent and affect the world. And I just want to say that Women Wage Peace is greatly inspired by the women of Liberia. This is why we're wearing white. Turquoise is the local color, but white is definitely as following the Liberian women. And you saw on the video, Ms. Laima Boy also supported us, supporting us. So there's a great stuff is coming from there. Yes, and also another thing that I didn't mention, which is, I don't know why, because it's one of the most important things, is that Women Wage Peace is indeed an Israeli movement, but we are working constantly with our Palestinian sisters. And actually now, after a few years, we have a new amazing women's movement that was formed in Palestine. They called Women of the Sun, and we are sister movements. And now we are working together toward a very big project when we're trying literally to bring the leaders of both sides to sit together in the same place in September 2023. So we don't have much time. We're very ambitious, but the relationship with our Palestinian sisters is part of is probably one of the most important things we're doing. So so in terms of political activism, Women Wage Peace is not partisan, which means we do not support any particular party, but it's totally political, because it's about ending the conflict and coming to a resolution. Another thing that I was doing about 2 years ago, I actually came together with some friends, Arabs and Jews. We formed a political party, 50% Arabs, 50% Jews, Jewish women, 70% women, 30% men. And we ran to parliament. We didn't have enough votes, so we didn't get in. But the work that we did when we were going around the country, meeting people, you know, Israel is really, really small. When I say around the country, I literally mean around the country. It's kind of, if you look in the web, in the map, is kind of like a dot. So we met more remote communities. We met a lot of women who said that this is going to be the first time they're going to vote in national elections, because it's the first time they heard their own voice. So that was, to me, it was very moving to hear. And so that even if we didn't get in, I think that at least we tried. And when you ask how women changing the world, I think, because I think women, you know, it's like what was said here, women change the world by the way they treat their children and family. I mean, some women, all they can do is just survive and take care of the survivors, of the survival of them and their family. And some are teachers, and some are, you know, having maybe companies or leading towns or leading countries. So it's all true. But the main thing I think that we have to do with women is unite, because there's a very heavy culture of separation and power, and one woman cannot do that alone. We have to come together. This is why 1 billion rising is so powerful, because it's also about the masses, and it's also about supporting each other and making it, helping each other voice our voice, because the voices of the women, the voices of the indigenous, the voices, this is voices that has to be amplified because it is not heard enough. So how we change the world in little things and in big things, and if every woman do just whatever she can in whatever situation she can, I just know, maybe not in my lifetime, but maybe in Aliyah's lifetime, I know that change will come, because women are speaking, women are demanding to be seen and to be heard, and in more and more, and becoming more and more prominent in culture and politics and everything. So yeah, so we just have to keep going, and the main thing is doing it together.
Thank you, Yael. I'm also a believer. I also believe that too, that in Aliyah's lifetime, times will change. Women are taking that action to bring about change in Aliyah's generation. And we are doing that in a very good way. Thank you so much. I will hand over to Catherine. Catherine is going to play us 1 Billion Rising short video to make some of us who actually do not know much about 1 Billion Rising. I think this video is good for us. Catherine, thank you. Thank you so much, Catherine. Thank you for that video. And this is our last round of questions. And the first one goes to our sister Sandra.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Right, Sister Sandra, rise for the bodies of all women, girls, and the earth. What does that statement mean to you?
Repeat it again.
To rise for the bodies of all women, girls, and the earth. What does the statement mean to you?
That statement means that I should become much more proactive and diligent in my work to bring about awareness, international awareness for change for all women, because I do believe that we hold the power in our hands. Fela's mother proved that in Nigeria. And if women would only recognize their power, I don't care what president is in power or what man is standing there. Rest assured, there's a woman behind him advising him. When I see change happen here in America, it's usually the women that are the ones. When I see confusion and chaos, trust me, it's a man at the helm. Us women, we know how to come together. We know how to sit down. We know how to communicate. We do not let our egos get in the way. And the acronym that I have for ego is ease God out. So when you ease out spirituality, you bring in confusion and negativity. You know, I also come from the school of there's plenty of room at the top. So rather than fight against your sisters, elevate your sisters. When you see your sisters are doing something that's powerful change, we should be rejoicing and we should be happy, because we need to come together, elevate, and lift up. And each one of us here speaking today, we all have our own lanes that we have been in, doing the work that we know to do. And we are here together. I'm impressed by all of these women. I'm impressed with all of the visual. And Omodele, I would like for you to please send to me all of the information, because I want to see the films in their entirety. I was really impressed with Yael's film, Mama C's film, Joy, and the words of Aaliyah, our young woman that's here, that is our future. All of this is impressive to me. I can't thank you enough, Omodele. I didn't know what I was going to encounter, but it was worth me waking up at 5 a.m. to be here with such powerful women, because today I'm going out with more reinforcement. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of the women that are here.
Thank you so much, Sister Sandra, for those powerful words. Your words are always powerful and inspiring, and you know that. Thank you so much. My next question is to Yael. Yael, what does this same statement mean to you, to rise for the bodies of all women, girls, and the earth?
It's hard to speak after. I think I actually don't know. Can you come back to me after that? I have to. I'm a bit speechless now. Can you come back to me after you ask the next person?
Yeah, I sure will. I sure will. All right, I will ask the same question. I'll throw the same question to Mama C. Mama
Okay,
C.
thank you. Thank you. I know the question, so I can I can respond. I just heard the question. First of all, I'm so proud of the last film that you showed, because it's a 1 Billion Rising film, and part of it was shot here in DRC. It's in front of just gate here at City of Joy. It's such a powerful film. And so coming to your question, first of all, Sandra just said something really important. She just said that women need to recognize their power. And I think it's very important and so powerful, because most of the women ignore the power that they have, especially here in Africa, due to all our traditions, like ancestral tradition. People most of the time, forgetting that we are in the 21st century. We love our culture, but sometimes, we have to move in a modern life. And talking about the rights for the bodies of all women, girls, and the earth, it's all so connected. And it's also one of the reason I told you that in 2015 in Congo we started with this, because we knew what we were talking about it. And I'm sure especially you, all my African sisters, you will know, and also our dearest Monique, who also live in the Philippines, and people from South America, like all the countries who are really plundered, by all the international, etc., like cutting all the trees and the plundering our resources. And every time I see those huge machines, those huge trucks, I don't know the term in English, like excavating, like for me, I always felt like they're raping our earth, the way they are raping we, the women. Because also the war that we had it's without our permission. It's just with the permission, not of the people. When they go into your village and do this, they just ask you to leave with no compensation. They don't pay you for that, but they just go and rape and steal your land, and we have nothing to do. What can we do in front of all the multinationals? That's also one of the reasons I really, really, really love our movement, 1 Billion Rising, because now that I know that we are all connected, if I talk about the problem I have in DRC, I know that you, my sister in Nigeria, you understand me, and you will be my ally. We can be in all this together, make statements, and make the pressure in the government, and never underestimate the power of movements. Of our movement. We are a movement against the governments, against the patriarchy, all the racists, and you see how the world, I don't know, goes on today. But we have to continue. We carry life, like Mother Earth carry life. Imagine a world with no women just for a week. Do you think men will survive? So it will be the end of the world, and we have to know that, and know that we matters, and how important and how beautiful we are.
Thank you so much, Mama C. I swear that was so touching. That was so touching because it's our stories. It's the stories of all of us here. That story is all our stories.
Wait.
Yeah, I have to come back to you. Oh, sorry, Mama, see you were about to say something. I just took the words out of your mouth.
Yes. No, look, you know, a friend of mine brought me a little sculpture that she visited the island of Malta, and in Malta 4,000 years ago there was a whole culture that was matriarchal. Women were in power, or women were the top of or whatever. They were the leaders. Women were the leaders, and they did a very intensive excavation, and they found a lot. They found sculptures, they found all kind of temples and everything. The one thing they didn't find in all the digging they did, they didn't find even one weapon. No weapons. And that's, to me, is a lot about the story of women rising, because everywhere women are also here. So many women are being killed just because they are women, by their spouses, by their families, by other people, just because being women. And I think there is something about patriarchy that is terrified of women. It's it's terrified of our power, the power, like Mama Si said, the power to give life, the power to preserve life, because it's also, I think it's part of it, what's happening to Earth, what's happening to the planet, what's happening. I mean, all we have to do is switch on the TV and see what Putin is doing. What Putin is doing is pure male ego, raging. And all this has to stop. All this has to stop if this race is going even to survive, because the human race will not survive if we continue to treat Earth as we do, if we continue to treat each other as we do. And the thing is, the people who are now in power are not going to change it. So that has to change. So when you say that, I think, I don't remember if it's, I think Sandra was saying it, but women coming together is a power. Is stronger than anything. And I think she's right. No leader, as crazy as they be, can stand against us. So yeah, to me, it's to all of us together, no matter religion, origin, color, race, whatever, we have to come together to save us, to save this planet, and to create what we spoke before, to create life that has peace in it, that has that is full of love. Let me be poetic a little bit. Yeah, why won't we have something that there is peace with the planet, peace with people, love, connection, creativity? You know, this is so this is what Women for Me now. I just want to say it doesn't mean that all women, each and every woman is, you know, is there are also, you know, mean women, and there are women who are not nice, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that as women, as we are nourished, we are naturally, I think, we know how to bring things together, how to nourish, how to grow things. We don't want to destroy things. And so this is, when you say this sentence, I think this is what we can do together. And that's the direction I hope we would all go. And when Mama Si was talking about now, you know, the Congo and Nigeria comes together, I'm thinking this kind of events, you know, women really from different parts of the world can start working together and create this web around the planet. And that would be amazing. So yeah.
you so much, Yael. Yeah, women, we just have to, yes, we are working together and we are creating this wide web. And that's why we are all here today. Oh, yay. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. It's amazing what Women Wage Peace is doing. I was so inspired that I had to create a Facebook page where people from Africa could go and see that.
Fantastic. You see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to hand this program over to Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for the answers, the speech, the insights and teachings. I believe we've all learned so many things from the first 2 rounds of questions. So we can start chatting in our questions or raise our hands with the icon if we have questions to ask. If you have any question, you can signify by raising up your hands, or you chat it in the chat box. We'll get your questions and attend to it.
Excuse me, can I just say that I have another Zoom? I'm kind of late. I have 15 minutes out of schedule, so I may have to leave.
Thank you so much, Mama C, for being here. Thank you so much. We are almost done. Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Mama
thanks
C.
to you, and such a pleasure to meet all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Mama C, Mama C, this is Sandra in Los Angeles. I want to be able to continue to be in touch with you. Yeah, well, all of you. I would like to continue, because even though I'm here in Los Angeles, I can do what I can here on the ground. And I'm sure Omodele will make sure that we all stay connected. I'm holding you accountable, Omodele.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm
So
holding you accountable.
When I go to LA, because I sometimes go there. Like I used to travel a lot in the US, but since the COVID.
Yes, I know.
So we can invite you in all our events in LA.
Yes, please. And likewise, when you come into LA, make sure you reach out to me.
Thank you.
I will welcome you as a family member, all right?
Merci. Thank you so much.
And Yael, you continue your work there in Israel. I'm impressed with every one of you. Aliyah, I love what you're doing. As a young woman with vision, powerful already. Don't let them take your shine or try to steal it from you. You are God's gift and you are the future, so continue to fight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank Yael. I want to thank Sandra. I want to thank Christine, Mama C. I want to thank everyone for being here today on this event. I want to thank Aliyah for being here. Thank you very much. It was a privilege to meet every one of you. I want to thank our very own host, Omodele. Thank you so much for everything. I want to thank Catherine, our tech team. Thank you so much. I want to thank Olatunji Olayinka for joining in. Thank you so much. I also want to thank me, Jennifer, for being here and handling the introduction. So thank you everyone for being here. It's indeed a privilege, and I hope we're going to do great things together in the future. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Yael. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Olatunji, Sister Sandra, Sister Yael. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama C.
And Jennifer, thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Oh, all right. Bye-bye.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Nice meeting you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my sister just came.
End the meeting.